What's going on, everybody? I'm making a return to YouTube. And what are we going to talk about now? We're only talking about the Cowboys. Now, let's get to the matter at hand here. Dez Bryant went ahead and got cut today. Some bullshit. I'm just saying that's bullshit. Alright? I don't think it's right. Now, you look at this team from, let's go to 2016 to now. Has this team improved? The answer is no. They've gotten worse. They need depth at linebacker. Hitchens was lost to free agency. They don't have a true one tech. At least they have a pass rusher. A pass rusher can get to the quarterback now, DeMarcus Lawrence. They tendered David Irving, a second round tender. What's going on here in the front office? I think David Irving needs to be locked up ASAP. The only place that this team has improved is in the defensive backfield by moving Byron to a more natural position at corner. Now, a three-headed corner attack of Byron, Cheeto, and Jordan Lewis. You sprinkle in Anthony Brown there in the slot with those guys, and I think you have a great mixture here. In terms of the safeties, I think the good rotation is Jeff Heath, Kayvon Frazier, and Xavier Woods. I think Xavier Woods needs to find his way onto the field as a defensive starter. Now, this defense is good enough to contend, to only give up 17 points a game, I think. I think this defense can hold teams. If they're fully healthy, obviously with Sean Lee, that's a huge question mark as if he's healthy. I think if he's healthy, this team is good enough. This defense is good enough to take them to the playoffs. Now, in offense, this team is taking a step back by releasing Dez. You can say what you want about Allen Hurns, he's been brought in to, compliment other guys. No, you have two number twos and two slot receivers now. You let your number one receiver let go. Now, people are going to say Dez is not a number one receiver. Dez is a number one receiver. People are going to say his completion percentage with Dak has been down. Well, yeah, that's true, but that's partly a 50-50 thing where they both deserve to be blamed. Dez did drop some passes, and Dak has been inconsistent in hitting Dez in terms of his route running. Yeah, Dez has never really been a big time separation guy, but you know what? When he was with Romo, he was getting open. Romo trusted his arm enough to get Dez the ball into the spot where Dez liked it. I don't understand what the problem is with this offense, where it's only a vertical passing game. This offense is not a vertical team. This is a team that needs to chew up yardage, take up 8-minute drives on the field. We don't need to be explosive. Our explosiveness comes in the running game and the play action game. Now, my biggest problem is that you let Dez go, but you're not even talking about letting Witten go. Witten has taken major steps back. Now, I love Jason Witten. Jason Witten's a great Cowboy, one of the best Cowboys to ever play, to put on the star. But you want to talk about saving money. You're not saving money by keeping Witten on the roster and slowing down progress for guys behind him, or even slowing down progress to get other guys on the field. You never got Switzer and Beasley on the field at the same time. Bryce Butler didn't see the field. Now, I don't like what Bryce did in the offseason, but you know what? He's right. He should have been on the field a little bit more. At least he had the chemistry with Dak. Now, they won 9 games last year, which was a huge step back from the 13 games that they won the year before, but that's partly because Zeke missed 6 games. I think that they could at least win 2 or 3 more of those games with Zeke, or at least put them in a position to win some more games with Zeke. Obviously, you see with Zeke that this offense is totally different. But yeah, the offensive line is not good. You don't have a left guard right now. We're still hoping Tyron's back is healthy. Lyle took a lot of major steps forward as the season progressed, and I don't think that they should move him back to left guard. They need to stay firmly at right tackle next to Zach Martin on the right guard. And Travis Frederick at center. You have a great offensive line. You just need to find that left guard. I think you find him in the draft with either Wynn or Hernandez. I think that's where you need to go. But now that you release Dez, you have to get a receiver. And if there's only one receiver that I personally want, that's DJ Moore. If you're going to draft a receiver, get DJ Moore. Do not get Calvin Ridley. He's 24 years old. You don't need a 24-year-old receiver. He's already hit probably his max potential. He's not going to grow like DJ Moore, who I think is only 21 or 22 or something. He still has room to grow, and his potential is not yet reached. If you're going to get a guy, get him. Also, I think that this team needs to get Hernandez, because this team needs to be able to pick up 5 yards a play on the ground. That's what I think. Now, Offensive coordinator Scott Linehan, this is a big year for you. Now, I've stated on Twitter how much I hate you. I hate you so much. You are not creative in your offensive play calling. It is terrible. And I think you had a hand in them letting Dez go. And that bothers me. The offensive coordinator, he's upset that Dez is talkative and wants some more creativity out of the offense. Hell, I watch every game. I've even rewatched games. You are not creative. You run 5 plays, it looks like. Fucking Madden's got more creative plays than you. You didn't use Dez and what he does best, which is slants and crossers. The digs, the outs, the comebacks, you don't use him like that. This is what you do. Streak, a go, streak. Now let's get a slant. It's a huge problem. But we still got Jason Witten on the field who runs 5-yard outs, doesn't get any yards after the catch. That's what I don't get, man. And you got T-Will. You know what? Terrence Williams is a great run blocker. That's what he brings to the table. And you know what? In the playoffs, if you can get to the playoffs, for some reason, Terrence Williams shows up in the playoffs. He has monster games when we've played in the playoffs. But he's a body catcher. He's not there. He's not a number 1 receiver. Now, Allen Hurns is pretty good. I'm not going to hate on Allen Hurns. I haven't seen him play for the Cowboys. I don't really watch the Jags that much. I watched them in the playoffs. I can't really say much negative about him. I like that, that he's on the team, but it would have been great to have him and Dez on the same team together. But yeah, this team has not gotten better. We'll see after the draft. We'll talk about it after the draft. I think that this is going to be my new YouTube format coming back now. I'm going to be talking about the Cowboys. I'm going to be talking about the Lakers. And I'm going to be talking about the LA Kings. And I'm going to be talking a little bit of baseball. That's it. No more, nothing else. Just the Cowboys and my other favorite teams. That's all I'm going to be talking about. Now, this offseason has been the worst offseason in Dallas Cowboys history, I think, personally. Besides trading draft picks for Joey Galloway. It's right up there. This has been terrible. You still got Jason Garrett and Scott Linehan on the staff, and they ain't doing nothing to improve the roster. Man, this is a huge draft for some of these guys. You need to find starters in day 1 and day 2. Your first 3 picks need to be fucking starters coming into next year. Everything after that needs to be depth who can contribute immediately. This is a huge problem because we hit on round 1. We've been hitting on round 1. And round 2, it's all these guys who get hurt or have problems, who can't get on the field. I want Randy Gregory back on the field, but this motherfucker want to keep smoking weed. As Stephen A would say, lay off the weed. Man, I don't get it. Jerry, this draft needs to be all hits. Steven, all hits. McClay, all hits. Jobs are on the line. If these motherfuckers do not get to the playoffs and get to the conference championship somehow, and the NFC is loaded. You see what the Rams did? You've seen what the Rams did. The Rams are building around a quarterback on a rookie contract who's cheaper than Dak, and we can't even build around Dak. I'm heated, man. I'm heated. I've been a lifelong Cowboys fan, and y'all gonna do this? Y'all gonna cut my favorite player? Man. Y'all make me quit. I'm gonna cheer for Dez. I'm sorry, I'm cheering for Dez no matter where he goes because he's my favorite Cowboy. And you know what sucks? Is I have his jersey, and they cut him. I got his jersey 2 years ago, they cut him. I got D Ware's jersey the year before he got cut. Cut him too. This fucking sucks. So Cowboys, y'all better figure this shit out. That's it. I'm done with this one. I'm going to catch y'all later. I'm back. I'm talking Cowboys, and that's probably it. Peace.